Hello and welcome to Bay of Funny Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, a visionary, some other stuff. It's a process. It's a growth. I'm here to do the monthly reading for August 2018 for the sign of Aries. So, let's get right into it here. Let's not waste any time before I start. Intuitivecandles.com. Remember that address, intuitivecandles.com. 100% soy-based candles that are not harmful to your health. 40-hour clean burn when the wax melts down. I just did a reveal from my latest candle this evening, and I put it out on video here on YouTube. And that was my latest reveal, this beautiful tree of life. And it's teardrop shaped. Here's what it looks like upside down. It's beautiful. Love that. Love it. But you get things like that. Chakras, pendulums, whatever you can think of, everything that's in that realm and that thing. Anyways, they're running 10% off your order. Promo code is BOFF10. That's Bay of Funny Fortunes, and the number 10 will get you 10% off your order. Go to intuitivecandles.com, and that's lemon meringue pie that I'm burning tonight. It's just leaving me hungry, I'll tell you that. Let's get into your shuffle here, Aries. See what we can do. And I hope that smudge, which was a piss poor one, but it was going really well, and I turned the camera on, and it just went, you know. Somebody said to me once, when you have a small smudge like that, like yours was, that means it's because a bigger one wasn't needed, which is an indication of a good reading. So, we'll see. Let's see. This is for Aries, August 2018. This is for your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign as well. For those that are new, this is a 5-card spread. First card is your overall energy for the month of August. And your second card is your wealth and finances. Your third card is for your third card, hearth and home and intimate love. There we go. I'm getting tired. And the fourth card is your challenges for August, should there be any. And then the fifth card is your message from Spirit. So I'm going to do one run through here. I'm going to cut the deck. Consult with Pendulum that these are indeed your cards. Or do we have to reshuffle? And yes, sometimes it does say these are not the cards. So this is the general free public reading for the sign of Aries. And this is for the month of August 2018. As this deck stands, the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for the general Aries reading. She's kicking right in. You're active tonight, aren't you, Lilith? Yes. So these are the cards for Aries, 5-card spread. You may stop now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Pull the camera down. Oh, that's better. My poor eyes. Very first card, your overall energy. We're looking here at, my goodness, again? Tarot, I tell ya, sending a big message out to everybody here, and this is the card. And this is the second or third reading in a row where this has come up as the overall energy. I've never seen that happen before. That's amazing. Second card, your finances and wealth. We've got the Queen of Wands, and she's all about passion. I like her. She's good. Nice to see her when she turns up in a reading. Your third card is your hearth, your home, and your intimate love. The Hanged Man. And being stuck in limbo. Okay. Your fourth card in your challenges, should there be any. The Four of Swords. Recovery. And your fifth and final card in your message from Spirit. Oh, goodness. Yes. Oh, I love him. This is the 4th time this week that I have seen him. My favorite man, the dude, the great manifester, the magician. It's all about manifestation, baby. Oh boy, and that's coming from spirit. Wow. There's your spread, guys. Read it and weep or not. All right. I don't know what's going on with the Two of Cups here. Again, I'm saying this every video that it comes up in because I have to. This card, the overall general meaning of it is a partnership to last a lifetime. This means new love for some. This means for others finding and meeting like-minded individuals. You just click with some people. And this doesn't happen every day, does it? No, it doesn't. But some people you meet and it's an instant bond. It's a click. You're very, very much like-minded. You know what the other one's thinking. You don't have to talk to your blue in the face or anything to explain yourself. You can say it in one sentence. They get exactly where you're coming from. They usually agree with you and vice versa. So there's that. This card brings benefits to all relationships right across the board. Doesn't matter. This would have felt really nice in with the family sector, your hearth and home. But this is the overall energy, so it kind of applies to that anyways. For the whole month of August, you're going to be more focused in on your personal relationships with the people around you. This is from anything from, your parents, your children, your mate, spouse, whatever, right down to your coworkers and your boss. Building better relationships is what's going to be focused for an awful lot of you. This is a general reading. It's not going to apply to everybody, but an awful lot of you, Aries, all right? Promises are going to be made. Commitments are going to be laid. There could be some marital engagements. There could be engagements. And the talk of wedding or weddings. This card is, because it's two, so we've got unity going on there. Two becoming as one. Really strong, deep investment of you, especially the emotional side. You're doing it. You're involved in giving yourself in that way, an emotional investment into another person. That's serious stuff. That's a big step. This is something I know people going, well, yeah, that's what marriage is. But no, it isn't. Not anymore. This is different. This is different. This is two people vowing to each other in a way that's different from two people getting married. It's just there's something else going on here that's profound, actually. It's strong and it's profound. A connection with another human being, you both know you're going to be there in each other's lives one way or another till the day you both die. This is lifetime. This is monumental. This is, I don't know, it's weird. I can't bring out what I'm seeing and feeling. I can't convey it in words. You think, well, marriage is marriage. Isn't that the same? This is different somehow for somebody. It goes beyond the physical. This is a spiritual thing. It's about as close as I can get. Feeling the heat off of that one. Really, really am, truly. This is also a card of healing. And when this card shows up for those of you that are on the path of healing and you're recovering from something, when this card shows up in that case, it's a sure sign that everything's going to be just fine. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. You need to go through it. You'll get there, but everything's going to be okay. The advice of this card is for you to when you trust, and you need to trust a relationship or in your relationships, and when you fully trust in other people, that's a huge investment of yourself. When we trust somebody, we are really giving a big part of us inside, our part of our personality, our emotions, our spirit, you know, and that's what we do when we say to somebody, I trust you. Basically have your heart there, they have your heart in their hands, and vice versa. It's a big thing to trust somebody. It's a big cost and expense. It's a gamble. Um, and you hope you'll never ever ever burn yourself or each other. But this card here is pretty solid. This solidifies a lot of relationships for you. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what the relationship is, but there's some solidity going on with partnerships and relationships. This is, a two people thing. So, um, your keywords are soulmates. It's beautiful. And karma and love, maturity, connection, healing, and union. Beautiful, beautiful card. Beautiful. And that's your overall energy. Oh, come on, right? Queen of Wands. It's all about passion. I'm hearing finding something to do, and I'm sitting here going, geez, I wish I'd thought of that. But it's about finding something to do that you can make a living at. It doesn't feel like work. Like I said, I wish I'd thought of that 30 years ago. Yeah, but that's what's going on here with this card. This is too funny. But this fell into your finances, and it fell into your, well, and you've got passion here, is the driving force behind this queen. Sometimes this card, because she is of the royal court, sometimes you can identify with this card, your personality, your character. This card can sometimes come through as the you card in a reading. You may identify with this for some of you. Remember, it's general. This card is an exciting card. It brings excitement. It brings joyfulness. It brings good times, happiness, everything. Where, let's say this is your life right here at this level, let's just say this is your life. There's the foundation, and there you are. This is your life. And when she shows up, everything goes up another level. Everything goes up. Energies, your energies, people around you, it becomes like a very busy, active thing. This card shows you as well, Aries, that if you're in the right company of people, and you're with the right friends at the right, you know what I mean? It's that you feel so comfortable, and you're becoming more passionate now as the days go by. You're coming out of your shell. If you pulled back a little bit, like I said, if you've been hurt, and you're coming through the healing, you're ready, and you're very chatty, and you're very talkative, and you're engaging, you're entertaining. People are enjoying their time spent around you. There seems to be more laughs when you're around. You're really becoming the charm of the group of people that you know. You're very charming and enlightening and all these good things, but you're thriving, basically. You are thriving if you're in the space of good company. You bloom, and it's beautiful. And it's all driven by passion, because people can smell the passion off you. They know when you get excited about something, that there's passion behind it. You're not holding back anymore at all, Aries. You're just letting it go. Life's too short to do proper. Well, I'll behave in a very proper way here. You know, There's a time and a place for that. Yes, there is. Of course there is. That's called being social within society, right? But this is a little different. This is closer to home. This is the people that you care about, people you can be yourself around, that you can laugh and have a good time and be relaxed. You thrive in that kind of company around those kind of people, people that you know and that know you well. This card sees you as very dynamic, and some of you are doing it with purpose, going out to set an example for other people, and some of you set an example and you don't know that you do that. If some people want to be like you, or they want to accomplish what you've accomplished, or they want to, they're telling themselves, I wish I had that kind of strength and gumption, because they're watching you bounce back from something that you've gone through. You're bouncing back. You're coming into your own. You can say to yourself very soon, I finally arrived. I've arrived in my own life. You're going to want to celebrate that, really. You're being encouraged right now, Aries. The message for you here from this card is, it's time for you to start honoring your own talents. All right? Here's the thing. I feel like I got a cat hair in the bottom of my throat. Excuse me. What I said in the beginning about doing something for a living but never feel like work. Some of you, chosen few are going to think on that very hard. Excuse me. Some of you don't have to think on it at all. You move forward with the whole idea. This is what I've always loved to do. This would not feel like work to me. Now, really logically, how do I implement that? You're gonna have to excuse me. I'm gonna have to pause for a minute. I feel like I got cat hair in the back of my throat. One moment. Okay, we're back. Okay, so, where were we? Yes, you're to start honoring your own talents. You're encouraged to start expressing yourself more, not being afraid to let your passion come through or show. But I'm feeling for some of you, you are looking at career choices. And what is it exactly that you want to do? And some of you have choices. And, telling yourself, I can go down route A, B, C. Which do I want to go? Trying to look at the bigger picture. And yes, it's all about money. Of course it's about money, but it's about making money doing what you love. Where it doesn't feel so much like darn work, It's joy to get up in the morning to go to work. You can't wait to go to work the next day. Creative works of some kind. For some of you, that would be the reason why you have a certain amount of freedom of expression on your job, and you love that. So it's time for you to take some time and seriously think about what your passions are in life. What are they? Really think about it. What gets your fire burning? What gets you so excited you can barely stand it? What makes you feel good? And you say, if I could make a living doing this, I'd be happy for the rest of my life. I would probably never retire, you know? Things like this. You don't have to have dreams of grandeur. They don't have to be over the top. It could be something small, but it makes you happy. And now how can you turn that into a little bit of Skrilla so that you can get by in life and keep a roof over your head? It's something for somebody out there to think about. Get in touch with your intuition. And I've been saying this through the videos just as a general reminder to people that when you get in touch with your intuition and you want to tap into it and there's a conversation going on. That conversation, it's your intuition, That conversation on the other side of that is the universe, the creator, whatever you want to call. All right. But we're omni, we're all one, we're all connected. So it just makes sense because intuition to me, that's my pocket of magic. It really is. And I love the fact that, oh, there's the most beautiful half moon coming. My God, look at that. It's gorgeous. It's big. It's big half moon coming up. It's not quite at half. It's coming up over the horizon of trees here. It's big and it's beautiful. Oh, it would look too small on the camera. Otherwise, I would carry you guys out just to show you. But it would look like this pinprick of, but then because the camera makes everything look farther away. All cameras do. And, wow. Wow. Gorgeous. It's a good sign, guys. Put it that way. It's part of the reading now. So we're looking here at tapping into your intuition, having a conversation, trusting in that. And if you can't find some answers to questions that you have, tap into that. Chances are you're going to find it. Your intuition is going to lead you to the answers that you're seeking for. Relationships are being highlighted. Inner strength, your integrity. That puts fire under anybody that you're going to be able to do something that you're going to love, and you get to keep your integrity about you. Yeah, I just heard, would you sell out for money? Would you sell out your integrity? It's something that's come up in one of the other readings, questioning about how far you would go, right? In so many words. Just remembering, it must have been early on when I first started these readings, because I remember that. How far will you go to make the almighty dollar, to make some quick cash? Is there a line you draw? Most people, there's a line. The rest, they're looking at bars. Usually. Okay, so use your intuition as well to make the best decisions moving forward in relationships, in work, and in projects. All right. Your third card we're looking at here, Aries, is the Hanged Man in limbo. In your family, your personal relationships. Feeling in limbo here. This isn't a bad card. This is never, not in my books. When I do the intuitive on this card, it's really never bad at all. What it is, and if you look at his body language, now look at him, take a real good look. And look for the clues, what state of mind he's in while he's tied up there. He's hung up. Look at his body. He's very relaxed. He's found a position to get comfortable in. His hands are open. They're not clenched and fist, you know. They're open. They're relaxed. He's found a place, because things have been put on hold for him, as they might be for you, within the most personal, intimate part of your world, which is your life, your personal life, your home life. And things, maybe some plans have been put on hold. But that's okay. Don't worry. As tarot would suggest, that you may be a little wound up about that and feeling a little bit of stress about it. I've got these things that I have to get going. I've got to roll them out. They've got to be completed. There's dates, times, there's deadlines. Calm down. You're going to get everything done in time. You really will. You could be waiting for a decision as well for some of you to come down. And until you get the answer that you need to hear, or some kind of an answer to know what direction you're going in, if you're going in any direction at all. But you're held up and you're waiting for that. Tarot suggests that if you're tied up like this and you're in limbo and you're stuck and you can't move because you don't have any control over any of this, that's the most frustrating thing for you. And somebody else does. Everything balances on that. There's just something that's some kind of a transformation or a transition that's going on here for you. Taking advantage of this downtime and maybe see your whole situation in a brand new light. Look at it from a different angle. Change your perspective, maybe. That could affect what's going on here. If there's going to be ramifications, to make them lighter. You may be discovering a different path to take, a different route to get where it is you want to go once you know you got the okay to go ahead. And start putting some plans, some mental plans in place as well when you have this downtime. You're not going to squirrel it away. It won't be time wasted after all. You're actually going to accomplish something in this downtime. And if the downtime hadn't happened, you would have never accomplished this. It would have never come into your being, into your now. But it will. Your keywords for this card are waiting and time, frustration, sacrifice, insights, purpose, and viewpoints, whether you like it or not. The whole family, maybe, or whoever it is that you habitate with is going to have a say about this, whatever it is. Whatever this is can affect the structure of the family or the structure of your home life. It could change that. This could be moving for a new job, waiting for the feedback after an interview. You kind of have to have everybody in your home on board. That could be a bit of a tightrope for some of you. But it depends how this is going to go for you, whether you're going to get a yay or a nay. All right? If you've acted fairly in the past, and you've done good work in the past, and you've been a good worker, a devoted employee, loyal, and you have a good work record, then things are probably going to go in your favor. All right? So if that gives you any help at all or any insight. So card number 4, we're looking here at challenges. The challenge with this card is, and always is, that the 4 is about non-movement. Nothing's growing, everything's kind of come to a pause. There's been a pause. We'll kindly say pause. This card seems to hit me a lot because I've been experiencing it for over 8 months now. The universe feels a wheel getting loose, put it that way, losing air. Bolts are coming loose. The universe says, well, we've got to fix this. Here's the thing. You're going to be told, and you're being told now, is some of you need to take a break. You need to slow down. And if you don't, universe isn't going to just let that wheel fall off and go all willy-nilly up the highway. Universe will impose a brake on you. Enough to stop you in your tracks. I've had it happen to me. And it's recently as, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? I don't know. I can't remember the time. Just throwing, not looking for sympathy. Please don't. I'm just saying that I was going straight out without a break, exhausted, trying to plug on through. And then I had an accident here at home a couple weeks back. And I had a head injury, and it was severe. There's a whole story behind that. I'm not going to get into that. But I had to stop. It killed me. But I had to shut everything down. I had to, stop the channel. I stayed on Facebook to keep the group, and, try to keep the group in order and whatnot. But I had the brakes slammed on me. It was imposed upon me to take a break. And then when I thought, well, I'll take 2 days, it should be all right. I suffered whiplash and everything. Like, it was horrible. I don't ever want to go through any. I've been through surgeries. I've been hit by vehicles. I've been, I'm like that Wile E. Coyote. I could, drop off a 90-foot cliff and get up and walk away and dust the dirt off. But this, This was serious. I tried to, once I got myself up off the floor, I tried to call my son and pick the receiver up and put my finger over the pad to call him. I have a landline. And there was nothing there. I couldn't recall his phone number. I know his phone number as much as I know his name, and I'm his mother. What was my point to all this? I got right off. I'm not off track. I just forgot why I brought this up. Yes, having a break imposed upon. And I thought, well, as the day went on, kind of like I had a concussion. I still do. And I'm healing from that. But my memory fails me in the dumbest things. Trying to say to one of the other readings, these readings I wanted to say are for your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign. And all I could remember was rising and moon. I think that's what it was. Or I forgot one of them. And I couldn't retrieve it. It wasn't there. Until after the reading was over, I shut the camera off and I walked across the room and I went, damn it. I remembered. But the thing is the break will be imposed upon you. And, this incident made me cry because it shook me up really bad. It really, really shook me up. It still bothers me. But the universe, and I'm stubborn, and that's probably why the universe said, we're going to set you on your ass, girlfriend, and you ain't going to be getting up for a while. That's exactly what went down. I thought I was going to be okay, and then it was like, whoa, no, I'm not okay. I got whiplash, I got nausea, my head feels weird. I'm forgetting things, right? This kind of thing. This is beyond like going into a room to get something and you get into the room and suddenly you forgot. It's worse than that. It's way worse than that. But anyways, you got to take a break here, and you know who you are already. You all know who you are, who this applies to, who this resonates with. But don't wait for the universe to step in. Start planning some kind of a break or vacation now. Now's a good time too. You want to lessen some more stress in your life is to work on your relationships. All right. Some of you may have overcommitted and it's to something or somebody or a situation, and it's no good. It's been no good for you at all. When you're stressed out about it now, you overcommitted. It's what you did basically in the bigger picture. You need to rest. You need to recuperate. You need to, for just a little while, enjoy a more gentle pace of life, moment by moment, day by day, hour by hour, and just kind of be for a few days so you recuperate, you refresh, you recharge. Please, if you can do that, I'm begging you, because I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. I really don't want. And I've had some nasty things happening to me lately, I'm telling you. And I know it's the universe stepping right in going, you've got your limit, girl. Stop crossing your own lines. And I do that. Right? Because I like to have it all together. And when you're working with technology today, we should have a lot faster internet. Like, I don't know, I've heard it's like $5,000 at fiber off your home or something. Because I live rural and we're trying to get it out here. But to call it in and to have it put into no. I want instant uploads, instant downloads, instant. When I shut this camera off, it may only be like a 30-minute reading, but it takes over an hour just to process and edit the whole thing before it even begins to hit YouTube, which is going to take another couple hours. And that's me with software to resize my videos now so I can run them at, 1280, right? Pixels and stuff. And, I don't lose my quality of my video. This kind of thing, I invested a few dollars into an online program. It's good for a whole year. I'm good to go. But still, we're talking 3 to 4 hours per video for a monthly, for a 20, 30-minute video. So that slows me down in between. It drives me crazy. I want to just get to the next reading, and I can't because everything's tied up, and I can't. And that drives me crazy. That exhausts me is what it does. I have a hard time taking a break and just recuperating in between the readings. But we have to do these things. Yes, as I said, some plans can be put on hold for you with this card as well. That's a second in a row now. This are your challenges, right? And the Hangman was the same thing. So some of you having some plans put on hold, but please don't panic. I'm hearing right off. I heard the word quick, quick, quick. That's what I heard. Quickly, quick, quick, quick. So whatever you're going through that's holding you up, any block that's in your way, delays, they're going to be short and sweet. Not to worry. You are going to get everything done on time. You're going to meet your goals and your targets. You need to accept that this is just how things need to be right now. Progress will be made when the time is right. All right? You need to hear that, okay? Taking a relationship break, inaction, time away, healing, peace, stillness, and God help you, rest. Get your rest. The final card in your reading, in your message from Spirit. Oh, he has my heart. The power behind this card. What this card does. This card really is, yeah, the Magician. Oh, he's handsome too. Whoever painted this, the artistry is very handsome. It caught something in the face. It's contentment. It's fulfillment. It's everything. All the good stuff of life. You got all the tools at your disposal when he shows up. You got every area covered. Every area. You got your finances covered. You got your brain, your thoughts, your decisions, your choices. They're all covered. All the practical things like your job, your car, your bank account, and all that good stuff. With the rods, and then you got the cups. All about the water. All about the love and the emotions all coming through with this card. Now's the time for you to take action. Anybody that's on something right now, like if you're into something, onto something, you got something in the works, you're thinking about it, you got all the plans, you just have to roll it out, you have to start, and now's the time. Now is the time for you to get your butt in gear and get things happening. No more talk. No more talking about it. Talk, talk, talk is done, done, done. It's time for you to get yourself in gear. New enterprises for some of you. Money, financial contracts as well, working in your favor, don't you know? You could be road running a little bit more in the month of August, on the road a little bit more, traveling into town, traveling, to the country, traveling up the highway, going to someplace else. But you just seem to be constantly, you're behind the wheel more than you're, sitting in your chair at home. You just, you're going to be busy. And the Magician always asks as well with this card, he always says, what is it that you think that you can make happen? Ask yourself, what are you capable of? If you can't do something on your own, you need to know and be reminded you do have support. And it'll be easily found. If you need a hand with anything, you need somebody's expertise, you need somebody's advice, this sort of a thing, all these things that come into play. When we're trying to manifest and we're trying to create something, we're trying to make something work in our favor. You've got support there at this time. That's a really good thing. You might be doing some traveling as well, like I just said, and new enterprises on the horizon for you. And communications are going to get very, very busy as well. But I've seen him 4 times this week. Unbelievable. So there's something going on. The energies. I'm not an astrologer, but I know with all the retrogrades are all going on at the same time. The whole planet and the skies they're all completely right now. They're all strutting their stuff, doing their own things. Might have something to do with the energies of this card, and that's why he keeps reappearing. I've pulled him 3 times now myself this week, and actually 2 other people got the same card on the same day. And the first time I pulled him was August the 1st, and he is the #1 card in tarot. I pulled him on August 1st for the daily card reading in the group. So that was really, really interesting. It was a really great read. It was exciting. I get excited when you get excited when you see him. Always get excited when you see him. He's right up there with the Ace of Hearts. He's right up there with the Nine of Hearts. All them good cards, that good stuff. The Ten of Hearts. All of them. He's right there, lined right up beside them, shoulder to shoulder. He's a beautiful card. He brings a little something extra to the table, though. Because this is all about our own inner powers and our own powers of manifestation. All right? You guys are so lucky to have your reading in with him. I am so happy for you. Really. And I'm mesmerized by the moon out there. Oh, it's so beautiful. See, if this was live, this is what I like about the internet. If this was live, there are 20, 30, 40,000 people watching. And I tell everybody, go to your window and look at the moon. And all those people do, they can't. The ones that are at nighttime, we've got the other side of the world. They're experiencing daytime hours. But for those that are able to experience it and the skies are clear, to have that many people, and there probably is anyway, we're just unaware of it, that are all watching the moon and looking at the moon at the exact same moment. There's the magic of the internet. We get to share real-time things like that. To me, that's phenomenal. Blows my mind that we can do that. It's beautiful. We all have to view it in the same way. You can't touch it any more than I can touch it. We can't touch it. But we get to explore its beauty and the power behind it as well. It's still coming up in the east. She's still in the east. He's still in the east. We'll put it that way. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep the peace in so you can share that love out. Lighten love out. Also, join us on Facebook. We have the group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's closed and it's private, and it's a really nice, relaxing place to be. And if you're looking for me, and, well, if you want a private reading, the information is down below the window in the Show More section. Just read through there. Anyways, if you're looking for me, you don't find me here, you'll find me taking a walk down to the cove down below, and walking on the beach along the water's edge to hold the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. No matter where you see me, I'm always watching and waiting for the next change of the tide. Keep the peace in, like I said. Have fun for the month of August. It's going to be full and it's going to be exciting. Really, everybody's readings are so busy and yours is no different. You're going to have a busy month. Just remember to have fun. Bye for now.